Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Sorcery. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me as we go down the stairs in this dark little place. I've been thinking about my sun spell, because it doesn't seem to affect too much. It does seem to work in certain locations, but, well, we're still in darkness for all means and purposes for the game. Yeah, we're finally bearing in on our first bit of the spell. Hopefully I will need 5 parts or 4 parts. I think it's 4 parts, and hopefully we will get this one, because I'm not sure if we will be able to complete the game if we don't. Let's see. Maybe there is a way out below. You head for the stairs once more, holding your light out in front of you. Okay, good. I just said that the light wasn't working, but there is. It is. You make your way cautiously down the ancient stairs into the dead hearth. The walls are damp and there is a foul smell of decay. The only sound is a dripping coming from somewhere in the depths. That's saliva dripping from the undead mouth of the dead guy over here or something. You emerge into a large dark chamber lit only by the light from your sun jewel. Awesome. A coffin occupies the center of the room, covered only by dust and spider webs. Okay, so we can wait and watch, or we can approach the coffin. Let's wait and watch. Let's be cautious here. Usually when I wait and watch... Oh, boy. Usually when I wait and watch, things don't really happen. It's just me looking at things. And, I mean, we're kind of intruding here. Let's see. You hang back, taking a few breaths to ensure the room is silent. That's when you hear the sound. A moan and a rattle of chains coming from inside the coffin itself. Now, I will remind you that we are prepared for this. We have a silver chain, and we have a silver thing of a stake, like a thing that will... It might be a vampire or something. I don't know what's going to happen, but we can see things, and it probably could see me if I didn't have the sun jewel. Let's see what happens. The lead is moving back. Let's stay back, and let's wait for it. Hello? Looks friendly enough. You hang back, watching, and that's when you see a ghostly figure emerging from one of the alcoves in the room. It's a Deathwraith. Wielding a cruel hooked blade and sliding mercilessly towards you. And I said, whoa, because I said it right. It's Deathwraith. I said it right the first time. Holy crap. It looks friendly. Come on, it's a friend. It's a friend. This does not look friendly. Why didn't he tell me that this thing... it's covered by bones. Okay, so, what kind of spell could I do here? Can I fight it, more to the point? We'll see. We'll figure it out. Let's see. So I have K-I-N, kin, summon replica creature. Right. Kid, which is a bracelet, it requires a bracelet. It's for illusions. We have a, that's a G, right? A Gak, which causes fear. And we have a God, which causes, illusion of worship. Oh. Man, we got a lot of stuff here that could be cast if we had the proper things, but we got quicksand here for mud. We have, what else do we have? We have walk. We have walk. Well, that's a shield, isn't it? Create a shield. I don't think the shield is gonna work against this thing. Just, you know, anyway, we got a wall here. We create an invisible wall. Could we fight this? Could we fight this? I think we could. We have also a fireball. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fight it. Excuse me. I think I'm just gonna fight it. We could run for it. Let's see what happens. You stagger back to clear enough space to ready your weapon. Okay, we have a silver sword and a silver chain. Or, I'm gonna go with a silver sword. I think that's gonna be a better thing to use. Holy crap! You draw this. Look at the amount of stuff that it has. You draw the silver sword. It is a weak weapon, but hopefully effective. Hopefully? Okay, so it's mercilessly. It's gonna attack. I'm gonna defend. Hopefully it's gonna go with the full force of its attack. And it went with a pretty high force, 8.8. Okay, so that's my attack power because I'm attacking with a crappy sword. It's gonna be down to half, so let's see. The Deathwraith drifts forward, one hand reaching for your neck, the other holding its blade aloft. It howls with icy rage as it approaches, knife outstretched. You gather your wits and drop into a defensive crouch. I'm gonna go with a power attack here. Hopefully it's gonna go... I don't know what it's gonna do. Okay, that was good. That was good. So it used half of that, which means that it's going to replenish half of that, which means that it's still going to be at 4.3. The chill of the tomb is all around you. I took 3 hit points from it's 3 stamina rather from it. That's good. The chill of the tomb is all around you, and as you seize the moment to strike, you charge forward, and the Deathwraith's knife is easily turned. It reaches out with long skeletal fingers. I will come for your blood. It hisses. I will suck you dry. Well, you're not the one I came here for, so it's gonna go for another attack, I would think, but I can't really go with a yeah, I could have done that. You raise your shield arm to guard your face as the Deathwraith reaches out with its skeletal hand. It leans forward with crooked ends. Your heart will be mine. Mine. Sorry. It will stop. Okay, I think it's gonna go for a small attack. Yeah, it will. Okay, awesome. Okay, when it talks, it's going for a small attack. You ready your blade to strike, finding the wraith's thin form. You swing hard. You cut across his cruel blade, and the wraith moves between the pillars into darkness. The Deathwraith shimmers for a moment, its skull mask seeming to sleep. It's going into defensive crouch, I think. I think it's going to defense. I'm gonna go with a small attack here. Nope, didn't go. Damn it! That was really bad. Then the Deathwraith is at your throat. You try to fast attack, keeping yourself as covered as possible. It stabs out violently. The pain sends you staggering across the tomb. It reaches out with hooked, bony fingers. I can taste your life. The creature wails. I am hungry, and you are gonna die now because it's going for a small attack. There we go. Okay. I lost skilled swordplay though. That was too much, but well, we'll go with that because we're playing like this. You secure the chance to attack. You power at the wraith. With a final strike, the creature wails and moans and seems to vanish in on itself. The air is suddenly a little warmer. Now I will remind you, I really could be doing much better at these games than I'm doing right now. If I rewinded, or if I knew the game, or if I made choices a little bit better, I will take some of the blame. Right now I could just get probably 2 stamina loss instead of 4, but I mean for you guys to play this game if you like it. And I mean, a lot of you that are watching probably have already played through it, but for those that haven't and are just accompanying me, please, by all means, get this game. It's cheap, it's really cheap, and it's so much fun. Look at this. I'm on episode, what, 17 I think, and I mean, this game is still gonna last for a while, and this is just both the first and the second game are at full price at €9 or 9.99 euros or dollars, or I mean, for other currencies it's gonna be different, but euros is actually the most expensive that it gets, because yeah, well, that's how it is. But I mean, we could have done so much better, and you guys can do so much better, and I will do so much better when I play this game by myself and rewind and just do all the things. But let's see. The crypt becomes peaceful as the battle ends, but then there is a creaking sound that makes you look back at the coffin. It has opened, and a figure is rising up. And I can't pray for the whale. That's fine. Let's wait. You watch as the figure takes shape, a very old man and no monster. Stranger, he declares in a quavering voice, his throat thick with dust and cobwebs. I am in a great debt to you. Now at last my soul can my soul die in peace? Tell me quickly before I am lost. How may I repay you? You stare in amazement. This must be the 5th noble, Lord Shimva himself. Hi, I need the spell. You step forward to greet the apparition. This is the 5th one. I have come to find out about the North Gate. You say. You come looking in a strange place then, the old man replies. The only gate down here leads to the underworld, and I have been denied it for a very long time. The old man is visibly crumbling in front of you. I'm looking for the first noble of the city. Oh, yeah, because he knows everyone, doesn't he? Maybe I don't need to collect all the spells, or maybe that's a way to get through the first gate, through the North Gate. Is collecting all the spells without talking to this guy. So let's see. Then I hope your mission is to kill him, the old man replies. The first noble will bring this city to wreck and ruin, if that has not happened already, while I have been down here. Tell me, and he grips your arm suddenly, does Carey still stand? For now. He nods. You shall see what follows, perhaps. I will not. I met a fortune teller once, a woman named Sorcery, and she showed me how senses would bring the city to a fire and destruction. of fire? It was this knowledge that led to my fate. Of course, such is the way of fortunes. Trickles of dust rain down from the roof of the crypt. But you are Lord Shimba? The old man nods. I am. Or I was. Once the fifth noble of the city. Would you believe? He smiles without humor, only the ghost of a smile. And you? Who are you? I am from Analand. Shimba raises a dusty eyebrow. Analand? What interest does Analand have in the ways of Kare? His eyes are piercing and shrewd, despite there being no light or soul behind them. Well, I traveled to the backlands. I see. So you need to pass through the north gate, and for what you must know the spell. And for that you must know the spell. Perhaps you know it already? Do you know it? I know one line, Shimba replies. One lock made of golem's hide. I wish you luck finding the others, but tell me, what lies in the backlands that Analand could want? One lock made of golem's hide. Mapang and the Crown of Kings. Shimva looks startled. The crown? What of the crown? It has been stolen. He looks deeply troubled. Then today is a good day to die. The Crown of Kings is an ancient object, you understand, from a time when the world was young and great forces stalked the land, forces too great for such as we are today, powers that could shape beings and minds with the slightest whim, and mold the land and sea to their will. Do you understand what the Crown does? It allows control, I think. That is the simplest way to say it. I suppose, though, it is much more than that. Only once was I in the power of the Crown. He shudders. As it passed from Landland to Bryce, I was an envoy at the court when it arrived. It has the power to turn your will to another's without you knowing that it is happening. You see the power of that. No one under the influence of the Crown can ever revolt, and they do not understand that they are in servitude. Really? Oh man, that's an item of evil then, I guess. Or, I mean, if it is used for good, maybe it's used for good, but it's still... What can you tell me about the backlands? Very little. Oh, but I remember one couplet told to me in my crib. Will you hear it? Please. For sleeping of the sleepless ram, seek out one they call the sham. Shimva shakes his ancient head. I could not tell you what the sleepless ram is, but perhaps it is advice, and not mere nonsense. Your light flickers for a moment, threatening to plunge you into darkness. Farewell, old man. Farewell, stranger. May your life and fate be better than mine. Spell lines you have found are listed in the keys section of your inventory. Finally, with a withering finger, he directs your approach to a gnarled rope that hangs down in one corner of the room. That controls the trap on the door, he declares with a groan. Okay. Well, let's cut the rope then. Oh. You slash the rope with your sword. A heavy counterweight falls and shatters to the floor. Lord Shimva nods and drifts towards his coffin. I give you the last of my life to you, he whispers, and he lies back into his grave. He gave me a lot of stamina. That's awesome. You feel the cold strength flood your veins, then turn quickly and make your way upstairs. That was good. That was awesome. Let's go. Let's get out of here. So we got the gorilla now. Let's actually read about the gorilla. The king of the great apes, a creature of honor and good faith. He accepts both danger and misfortune as traveling companions without hesitation. Okay, that's pretty good. The door at the far end of the mausoleum is open, and we are going to step outside. You return through the open door to the path, still shivering from your meeting with a ghost. And the wraith. Don't forget the wraith. Let's get out of here. Okay, and here we are. We got one line from the spell. You avoid the ring of mushrooms as you leave. Outside, night is falling and things are stirring between the moaning trees. You would do well not to linger here. Okay, so we... seriously? Would we do well? Let's explore the older tombs here, because it might have things for us. You leave the path for the oldest area of the graveyard, in the corner nearest to the city wall. Most of the stones here are now mere rubble. A few statues lie face down in the mud. A tree has split through a carved stone coffin. Let's see. Let's search for you search between the ancient headstones for any offerings of grave goods left behind, but these tombs are hundreds of years old. No one visits them anymore, and offerings that were left have long since sunk into the clay. Let's find the oldest grave. You soon find what looks to be the oldest tomb. It is a small mausoleum with a low roof, supported by ornately carved pillars. An inscription reads, "Here lies Lorag, founder of Korag." Let's look at the mausoleum. The tomb is a simple stone cabinet carved with the likeness of a man. From centuries of rain and wind, you can make out nothing of it but a long, grisly beard. Below the inscription is a longer tablet, but it is half weathered and covered in moss. Let's examine the carved man. You look closer at the carved man, but notice nothing more. It is just an engraving of an old man in a serene death pose. If this is really the grave of the founder of Carey, the chances are he did not die quite so peacefully. The eyes of the carved statue appear to be watching you. You clear away the dirt from the carved inscription, but you still cannot make out the words, only trace their outlines with your fingers. I can make a rubbing, though. You put a spare leaf from your spellbook over the inscription and rub it into the charcoal of the wooden bird mask. The inscription comes up clearly. Okay, this is good. Here lies Lorag. Arrive he in smoke to save us. Damned he, the reaver, before the flood would take our camp away. Forged he the weapons of silver to cut the ghosts. Caught he the... Okay. Okay. Damned he the reaver before the flood would take our camp away. So, he fears the reaver. He forged the weapons of silver to cut the ghosts. Okay, that's good. Caught he the rage of fury in the gates of bone. The rage of fury. I don't know. Lorag, spirit of Carey, you must never leave. He lies... Okay, so... Caught he the rage of fury in the gates of bone. I don't know what that means, but yeah. You head back to the tomb, something scurries across your foot and is gone. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. Nothing terrible is going on. We're gonna leave the necropolis for once. You return to the path gratefully, and make your way to the far side of the graveyard. Beside the gate is a disused well, perhaps once used to draw water to wash the bodies before interment. Let's, pull up a bucket. You turn the winch on the side of the well, drawing up the bucket from beneath. It comes to the top, filled with clear water. It must be drawn from a level even lower than the sewers you explored. It is as fresh as the water from the other... Is it as fresh as the water from the other fountains you tried? No, let's look down. You peer back down into the well. The climb was certainly long. You can make out nothing from the bottom at all. Yeah, well, let's move on. You the rear gate of the graveyard hangs from its hinges, no, but not from age. It seems it has been taken apart, maybe widened even to let something through. Beyond is deep forest. Okay, well, we're going into a forest then. That looks like... Oh man, that looks like... You see that 3D effect? It looks like a pyramid of Maya or something. Let's go in it. And let's see what happens. Terrible things, probably. You walk for half an hour through thick trees along a narrowing track until you reach a fork in the road. To the left, the track gets narrower still. To the right, a massive shadow looms so large it seems as though a colossus has seated itself on the wall in thought. A chill wind blows through you as though ghosts walk back and forth this way. Let's look at the shadowy shape. The shadow to the right has a jagged silhouette. It is a ziggurat, with perhaps 100 steps leading to its apex. The trees whisper and move. And what about the left fork? Looking left, you see distant flicker torchlight through the trees. The north gate, perhaps? Night is drawing in. You should get moving. Things whisper between the trees. Okay, let's go over here to the ziggurat. It's gonna be terrible. I don't care. You stand at the base of the towering ziggurat built from the carved stone blocks, each the size of a hay bale. The temple rises higher than the city wall and positioned to catch the first star of evening as at its uppermost point, a moment which has just passed. Let's look for an opening. You tilt your head back. I heard something to my left. You tilt your head back, looking for an opening, and finally make one out. A small black dot, about a third of the way up, but even that is quite some climb. For the less devoted worshippers, a small gargoyle by the steps has an open mouth, ready to accept offerings. Let's look at the gargoyle. The gargoyle is carved in the shape of a small but spiky dog with long claws, sharp horns, and a pointy beard. Its mouth is wide open, and its tongue lolling out, with a coin-shaped slot at the back of its throat. Let's drop in a piece of gold and see what happens. You slide a gold piece into the gargoyle's mouth. For a moment, nothing happens. Then it appears to swallow. And next, it opens its stone eyelids to reveal two crisp and beautiful eyes. They're beautiful. Let's look into the eyes. Oh, looking into the gargoyle's eyes fills you with a sense of calm and peace. The eyes close after a moment, but the sense of well-being remains. Or did you just imagine that the gargoyle moved? Well, that healed me up. Awesome. You begin to climb, holding yourself up the first step. Either this ziggurat was built for giants, or ascending it is an act of devotion. I could cast a spell. The next few steps are equally exhausting. You have to throw your back up first and follow. Yeah, let's cast big if I can. Light is probably not going to be a good idea, but it might be good. I can, yes! Let's go ahead and just cast big. And when I said light, I meant sun. You cast the spell, swelling up 3 times your size. You are now able to run up the stairs, but the scale quickly changes. It seems the builders of the pyramid created an optical illusion, and the later steps are not as high as the lower ones. The change is so gradual that you hardly notice as the spell fades. You reach a half point almost as high as the city wall beyond and pause to rest. You are halfway up. Friezes of gargoyles in polished metal ring the temple on this level. Let's look at the view. You're supposed to take in the view. From this side, yeah, to take in, not take it. Take in the view. From this side of the ziggurat, you can see nothing but the top of the wall, and beyond, the gleaming darkness of the marshes of the Blacklands. So let's walk around the north face or the south face. Which one is better? Which one is better? I think the north face. You move around the north face, you can see the path ahead, running straight between the wild and the overgrown trees. It seems very few people come this way anymore. The north gate itself is now visible, however, and appears deserted. Then you notice a point of light. A torch has been lit between the trees. Watch the torches. You watch as the torches move through the trees towards the path. They are making slow progress, but they are moving towards the graveyard and presumably from there on into town. The wind claws at you, trying to pull you to earth. Let's climb higher. You continue the wary climb to the first level of the ziggurat. Those are cats. The thing I heard, there were cats. You climb for another 20 minutes up the steep stone steps until you are gasping and panting for breath once more. But finally, you reach the dark opening that you saw from the base of the temple. The steps themselves continue up a little further still to the very peak of the temple, which we might want to go there. But let's look in the opening. The opening is guarded by rock-sculpted images of unimaginable creatures. Beyond, you see a long, dark hallway with something large and gleaming at the far end. I think so, actually. Yeah, let's go enter the temple and see what happens. Oh, yeah, we got map. We got a map. You step into the temple. The hollow space amplifies your footsteps, and they echo eerily for several moments. On the floor, in gilt inlay, is written the name of the god who inhabits this place. It seems that this is the ziggurat of Korga, the Gracious. That's good, because this guy is supposedly a good guy, isn't he? Let's see. Let's go into items. Let's go into clues. And the god Korga may be able to help with your quest for the spell lines to the north gate. Awesome! So we are in the right place for once. Okay, maybe he's gonna give me money as well, because if I can still buy that sword, we probably won't be able to, but, well, let's see what happens. So, let's wait and listen. You wait for a few heartbeats to see if you have disrupted anything. Nothing happens, and then you catch the tail of a gigantic snake slithering across the floor and disappearing into a crack in the wall. From the markings along its back, it looks highly poisonous. Well, let's go inside. Oh no! That's not okay. Why do I need to... You enter the temple, but the snake still manages to catch you by surprise, launching itself from the crack in the ceiling behind you. Okay, so it doesn't have full power, and I think it's gonna go for a power attack, but I would rather try to kill it. Yeah, it didn't go for a power attack. That was pretty bad. The temple snake snaps and hisses at the air behind you. You swing out wildly, hoping to chop it in two as it slivers away around the pillar out of reach. It lifts up, baring its mighty fangs, dripping with poison. So it's going for an attack. I'm gonna go for a defense here. There we go. Oh, -2! Holy crap, you drop into a crouch. The temple snake strikes. You desperately defend yourself against its poison-soaked fangs. You fall badly as you stagger back. I am gonna think it's gonna go for a small attack. Freaking hell! Oh, I'm gonna repeat this. Then the temple snake is sliding across the flagstones towards you with lethal speed. Poisonous fangs are open wide. You try a quick stab, but it moves like water, and your blade seems to pass straight through it. It knocks you backwards into the main part of the temple. Your head spins. You feel the prickling of the serpent's poison as it burns its way into your veins. And now it's gonna, of course, it's gonna do that. Yeah. Hey, I'm just gonna spam it. because just go ahead and kill it. There we go. I'm gonna try again. Shameful indeed. Let's try this again. So it is gonna defend right off the bat. That's the problem. I don't ever know what it is. It random? It's random. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. I got that. Yeah, let's go with that one. The temple snake snaps and hisses at the air between you. You keep your guard high, stepping out as it shoots forwards. Okay, now it's going to go for a defense, I think. God damn it! Why don't you do what I think you're going to do? Now it's going to go for the defense. Let's see. You disappear in the shadow of the temple. Yep. Why doesn't he say anything? That's really hard. He's saying and spitting. There we go. Let's try that again. Holy crap, this battle is tough. Let's go with a power attack, and that was a kill. Yeah, rough going. Yes, indeed. Okay, you enter the temple. The snake still managed to catch you by surprise. Okay, so I think it's gonna go for an attack. Okay, that's nice. See, I don't know. It hisses from the darkness. Let's see. The temple snake snaps and hisses. You drop into a defensive crouch, and it slithers away around a pillar. It's gonna attack, but it's gonna be a light attack, so I don't need to go with a power attack. Let's go with 5 here. Yeah, I was right. Okay. You wait as the temple snake shifts, foolishly exposing its belly, then you attack. Launching off your heels, you lunge for the beast's neck. It slips away from beneath your blade. Its head tumbles backwards onto the stone. So I have no idea what it's gonna do. I just have absolutely no idea. Its head tumbles backwards onto the stone. It's gonna defend, isn't it? But I can't risk it. I don't want to risk it. Oh, that was good. That was good. It's just random. That is a tough fight. The temple snake is retreating, but you give chase. You cleave the air with your sword. With a weird scream that echoes around the cold stone, the snake dies, its head crashing to the floor. No stamina loss, flawless fighting. And yes, I'm gonna go with that because I'm doing very badly and I kind of need those things. I'm doing badly in terms of getting all the items because we fell from the stairs with the painting, and there was things that we lost, and yeah, anyway, we probably needed a sword, and yeah, anyway, you wipe your sword clean and wait for the violent echoes of the fight to fade away. Then you go further in. The sight of the shrine takes your breath away. The walls are decorated with brightly colored murals depicting scenes from the religious mythology of Kare. Fine ornaments in precious metals are set into alcoves around the pews, and rich woven tapestries cover every surface. A cunning trick of architecture catches the wind past the doorway and creates a constant ethereal humming, as though a crowd of monks sat in permanent meditation inside. Oh, that's pretty cool. So we're inside a proper temple, although it's defended by a terrible, terrible snake. But we didn't lose any stamina, so that was pretty good. And the dolphin now likes us. Yeah, I didn't want to pray to the dolphin. I want to save that one. But we're out of time for the day, so we're going to continue our adventure on the next episode. For now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Sorcery. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.